Today we're going to be talking about how girls act whenever they like you. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and hit that notification button if you haven't already. Today we're going to be talking about how does a woman act whenever she around you to let you know that she likes you. All right? Now, in this situation, guys are going to need to pay attention to details. But first, I'm going to go off and give you 2 clues that are just dead giveaways off the rip. One, if you're talking to her and she finds a way to touch you, that's an automatic she likes you. If she's sitting down and her body points in your direction or leans in your direction, those are dead giveaways. You can use those at any time. Those are please approach me signals. So those are 2 dead giveaways. Now I'm going to be breaking down the other little details when it comes down to a woman that you're going to really need to be paying attention to, that you may be looking past. You may be thinking they're different type of signals. All right? And the first one that I'm going to talk about is her eye contact. This is what you really have to pay attention to, especially nowadays. See, women have a upper masculinity in them because they're so used to beta male nowadays. So they do most of their intimidation through handshakes and eye contact. When it comes to making eye contact with a woman, believe it or not, this thing can make or break you. She can actually like you behind eye contact if you learn how to maintain a masculine eye contact. See, if she looks at you and you guys make eye contact, it's your duty to keep talking to her with the eye contact. Whoever looks away gains the masculinity. So this is what you have to understand about a woman. If she's scared to look at you in your eye, she's ready to submit to you whenever you talk to her. If she looks at you in your eye while she's talking to you, then she's ready to see who's more dominant. The moment you show more dominancy, she is going to like you. What you have to realize about these 2 situations, these are deadly. Because if she actually shows any weakness, whenever you look at her and she look away when she's talking to you, believe it or not, you got that wrapped up. The only thing is you always have to maintain the challenge. You don't want to approach her then. You may want to wait to another occasion, but she's definitely letting you know that she's feeling you. But the challenge is still there. She's just showing submissiveness early. You cannot be a nice guy. Now, when it comes to the stare down, you can't switch and go to her titties. You can't switch and start looking at her body. You cannot do that. When it comes to the eye contact and you actually make the eye contact and she's not looking away, you must continue to talk to her until she looks away, because she's going to keep talking to you to see you look away so she can claim her dominancy. That's a little thing about a woman that you have to understand. They do a lot with body language and eye contact. So when it comes to the eye contact, she's definitely liking you if she cannot look at you in your eyes and talk to you and her head is low and she's looking up to you. When a woman utilizes her eyes see through the soul. In a lot of cases, if you do not make eye contact with a woman, she's gonna find a way to get you to make eye contact. You gotta look at her eye contact like a cat. You ever been over somebody's house that had a cat? Now, when you walk through the door, that cat may not have said, welcome to the house. He may not have walked up to you. 9 times out of 10, a cat's not going to just walk up to you when you walk inside of a house. He's going to make himself known that he's there. But at some point throughout the house, that cat is going to make his way around to you and rub his or her body against you to see who you are, to make contact and feel your spirit. It's the same thing with a woman. If you ain't made eye contact with her, then her goal is to make eye contact with you so she can see through your soul and see if you dominant or not. Every woman's gonna do this. Even if she has to drop something on the floor and get up and make eye contact with you. Eye contact is her deadliest secret. In a lot of cases, you can make a woman really desire for you by never looking at her in her eyes. So when you do make the eye contact, you better not be the first one to look away. You better make sure she's the first one looking away. All right? Next, we're going to go to the fidgety. All right? The fidgety. When she's talking to you, she's playing with a necklace or she's playing with her hair. If you ever have a girl that's playing with her necklace or playing with her hair, she's nervous around you. All right? She likes you, but now she really likes you, that she's getting to the point where it's kind of like, all right, I like him and I'm starting to show it. When women start to like a man, right, they can't hold it back. A lot of them rage. A lot of women will rage out at the guy that they like the most because they're so scared of how fast their heart is actually catching on and catching feelings to somebody that they don't know. It's a mystery. The more she plays with her hair and the more she plays with a necklace or something around her while she's talking to you and she's like looking away, a lot of girls, if they're playing with their hair, they're going to be talking to you and looking away because they're that nervous. They don't want you to see how weak they are. That's a dead giveaway that she likes you. But you must maintain a masculine frame, because when a woman is actually going through that period where your mystery is creating desirement, you have to let her come into that whole feeling at once. You can't stop her during her desirement phase. So once you have recognized that she likes you, you must automatically say, okay, now the game begins. Now you're like, the slower you move, the faster she will. The slower you move, the faster she will. All because you caught her fidgeting. You caught her playing with her hair, you caught her playing with a necklace, or you caught her playing with something. These are dead giveaways when you are talking to her to let her know, all right, that she lets you know, I like you, but I'm really, really, really scared to show it. All right? Next, we're going to go into the body language. All right. On the body language thing, this is what you have to realize when it comes to a woman. She's going to try to find some way, somehow, to get you to look at her in a sexual manner. Whether she bends over in front of you, whether she walks towards you with her chest out. A lot of women do that. And what she wants is a compliment. She likes you, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you compliment her, that's her way of saying, got him. I got him. When they start using their body to put it in front of you to show who they are, to show their assets, they're hoping for a compliment. Never give them a compliment. But it's a dead giveaway that you like her. But you must understand, if you want the likeness and the desirement to increase, you must maintain masculinity now. Now you must say to yourself, ding, ding. All right, she's throwing the booty in front of me. She's showing me her clothes. Cool, get quiet. Slower you move, the faster she will. But that's a dead giveaway, because 99% of guys that she pulled that move on turned around and gave her a compliment, and then she gave him eye contact, gained dominancy, and they fell in love. You got to watch out. That's what she's going to do. Lure you in with the body, eye contact. She going to test you, and then she going to mesmerize your mind. Boom, you're done. You ever notice when a woman really wants to turn you on, they start doing it with their facial expressions. Lowering their eyes, little things. It's all in their eyes, and they use the body to direct you in and use the eyes to mesmerize you. You got to be the king at eye contact, and you got to be the king at watching her body movements to what she's doing. Next, this is going to be the last one. When you're talking to her, next, she becomes very dramatic, all right? Or she does the pose, all right? This is another thing. The pose is when she's talking to one of her friends and she thinks that you're looking at her. She has a reason to smile a little bit more or to be so excited about what she's talking about with somebody. She definitely likes you. When you catch a girl doing a pose talk is where she's talking, she's looking at her friend, but she knows that you're looking at her in her peripherals. All of a sudden, she starts smiling more while she's conversating with her friend. And then her friend's looking like, I don't even think the joke is that funny. Matter of fact, everybody in the room's going to be like, I don't think the joke's that funny. That's a sign that she likes you. But they only going to do this if you're already the man. if there's another girl in there too that likes you. Next, last but not least, she's gonna do a lot more talking. All right? When you slow down and she starts to talk more, you slow down, she's talking even more, that's a sign that she likes you. But you gotta realize this, another true sign, she turns into an airhead. When women start really liking guys, they get really dumb. They get really naive. They make a lot of mistakes. They trip over themselves. This is why women love putting up a block whenever they're raging and they put up that block, because when they just like a guy, it starts to consume them. The desirement starts to consume them. That's why I tell guys, the slower you move, the faster she will. It starts off with a mystery, creates desirement, desirement creates love. Mystery, desire, and desire will create love. You must always keep a woman's mindset in that desirement phase by moving slow and have her guessing what the next move is. So when you're talking to her and she just wants to keep talking more, but then she starts fumbling over her words and she starts seeming like an airhead. A strong woman, now she seems very naive and airheadish. She definitely likes you. All right? And these are just some tips. These are little details that a lot of guys don't pay attention to know if a woman likes him, because a woman spends a lot of her time putting up that shield trying to guard the girl she's preventing you from. But this is not going to happen to everybody. A lot of you guys going to have to step your game up. That's just how it is. Go mid-towel, learn your red pill, then think about dating. This is Anthony Spade. Hasta la vista.